Oh my heck, I look freaking crazy, crazy. My hair is super knotted. It's like dreadlocked. Look at this underneath. I don't know if you can even see it, but look, it's like literally starting to dreadlock. What the fuck? I should try to brush through it tonight. My new friends, we had such a beautiful day. I'm sad to leave here tomorrow. My new friends are sad to leave. Like, the energy here is so amazing. Like, it was such a great day. Like, it was wonderful to spend the day with people that speak the same language as me, and I got to teach them how to do aerial yoga, and we walked this whole property, walked like at least 5 miles, and then we all went to Jekyll Island and like saw the driftwood beach, and like we made meals together. We had breakfast together, and I like had to chase off chickens while drinking coffee and eating a bagel, and like I made curry for lunch, and my friends and I, like, we ate it, and like then like everybody helped clean up, and like dinner, because we went to Jekyll Island, everybody here in the forest had already ate dinner, so then we all just like pulled our food together and like made a random modge podge of food, and like we all ate dinner together, and like there's a grocery store just like maybe a mile or two up the road, maybe a mile and a half. And they went and got wine, and like they're all drinking and having a good time, and they're like, it's our last night here, and I'm like, I'm exhausted, I have to go to bed, like I'm an old lady. So I'm really, really, really thankful. Thank you, universe, like for bringing them into my life. Like, I'm so thankful to have met these new friends. Like, I hope we all stay in touch. They just have such wonderful like souls, and like such beautiful energy, and just everything about it is like just gorgeous. Like, they're beautiful, beautiful people. Like, oh, there's just a light inside of them that I wish everybody in the world had. Like, that's the amazing thing about this place, is that everybody has such good energy. Everybody's like is so thoughtful of like everybody else, and it's how everybody can pitch in, and how like, how can I help you, and like if you get food and you don't finish it, you give it to your neighbor. Like, if they're hungry, like you share, you know. Like, I don't know, I just wish that we could take all the lessons like from the forest and bring it back into the real world. Like, even when we went into town, into Winn-Dixie, for them to get wine, like we felt so out of place. We're like, we've been around all this beautiful energy for like 2 days, and now we like come back into like the real world, and you have to deal with like all the like disgusting energy that other people like put off, you know what I mean? Like, my new friend, she like hurt her toe really, really, really bad at the driftwood beach, so she was driving around in the little cart thing, like the mobile cart in the grocery store, and this other woman like that had her kid just like looked at her and was like, and then mumbled like, really, are you serious? Like, and so I was like, dude, she hurt her toe. Like, just because she's a young girl doesn't mean she can't use the cart. It's not just for old people. Like, it's for people that need assistance, that are hurt. She hurt her toe. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no old person was using this little motor scooter. Like, what's the fucking problem? Like, why does that affect you? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, oh God, I just wish I could stay here forever. Like, the energy of like everyday just like society people is just, it's so gross, and it's so negative, and it's so consuming, and it's just like, I don't want to be around it. I don't want that shit near me. Like, I just want this positive energy of the trees and the beautiful people, and like there's like their energy and their love and their spirit, and like, oh, I just wish like I could stay here forever, but that's not possible, because I miss my husband like crazy, like so much. I miss him so much. Like, I always say I'm never gonna travel without him again, and then when I travel without him again, I'm like, oh, I'm never traveling without him again. Like, I miss him like every time, even more. But it was nice to get away, and they had some kids here, but they were really, really polite, and their parents, like, wow, like the way that their parents are raising them is just, it's incredible. So my friend Gina, that I met earlier, her friend Scott, he was gonna go into the lake earlier, like, because it's clothing optional, So he was gonna just like skinny dip in the lake, and then there were kids, so he's like, oh, I can't skinny dip in the lake because there's kids. And the mom was like, oh no, please, like, do, like, you know, enjoy yourself, like, don't worry about it, you know. She's like, it'll be good for them because, like, if they have questions, like, I can answer those questions for them, you know. And she was like all about it. He was like, no, that feels a little creepy for me, like, I can't do it. So he went swimming with his swimming trunks on. But it's just awesome that, like, the mom was so open, like, with her kids, and so open-minded, and just, like, wants to teach them, like, and if they have questions, like, she can answer them. And, like, the one little kid, like, the chickens were, like, scaring me, and he comes over and he was like, please move, chickens. And he just, like, starts walking to them and is just like, please move, chickens, and was like, my mommy's scared of you. And so his mom came out. I was like, oh, you're scared of them too? And she said, yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of scared of birds. And she said, but I don't want to let them know too much, like, that I'm scared, because I don't want to influence their choice, because they might like birds. Like, I don't want them to feel fearful of birds just because I have a fear of them, you know. And so she was just like, so I try to think of different ways to, like, say, like, oh, well, they're interesting, or oh, they're fun, like, or oh, they're, like, you know, whatever, like. She doesn't use any negative words to describe them, because she doesn't want her kids to have, like, a negative view of something. She wants them to make their own opinion on things. And I just thought that was so beautiful. Like, it was just nice to see kids in nature getting dirty and playing and chopping wood with their dad. Like, they're such little kids, and they were learning to chop wood, and, like, the mom and them were, like, cuddled up and, like, reading. She was reading with them out of a book. And, like, nowadays, like, kids are just, they're isolated, they're online, they're playing video games, like, they don't get out, they don't play with other kids. Like, we're all, like, tribal people, like, we're supposed to be in tribes, like, we're supposed to interact with each other, we're supposed to help each other, we're supposed to, like, play together and speak together and learn together and, like, explore together. And the more that we get technology, like, the further away we're becoming from where our roots actually are, and, like, what people are supposed to be about. And it's just refreshing and nice to see somebody raising their kids, like, it's really tribal. Like, here everybody helps out, like, everybody pitches in, and, like, I don't know, it was beautiful. Like, I don't know how to explain it, like, unless you're here, unless you experience it, unless you feel the vibration, and, like, you're surrounded by the trees. And I mean, even then, like, I brought my friend, like, I don't know, I feel like when I introduced him to my new friends today, I feel like he's getting it a little bit more, like, he's understanding it, you know, the whole, like, he's not vibrating on the same level that we're vibrating on. Like, that's why I say, like, it's nice to meet people that, like, speak my language, you know what I mean? Like, we have the same vibration. Like, it's hard to pull somebody in who has never experienced it and has never vibrated on, like, such an intense level. And, like, maybe they don't know how to open themselves up to that, or maybe they don't know how to open, like, their third eye and, like, their intuition and their, like connection to the earth and, like, nature, and, like, and that's sad. Like, that's so sad to me. So I don't know, it was really, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it was really nice to see the lady, like, making sure that her kids have a connection to, like, the land. And, like, I've been walking around all day barefoot. Let's see what my feet look like. I bet that they're an atrocious mess. Ew, yes. I hope I don't end up with fucking ringworm. Like, we were walking through puddles of disgustingness. Hopefully it'll be okay. Anyways, I'm getting ready to go to bed. If you joined our adventure, then thank you for joining our adventure, and be more open to helping each other as people, helping each other as a community, growing your own food, and finishing everything that you take, like, using everything you take, and what you don't use, like, share it with somebody who does need it, whether that be food or anything. Like, a hand with cutting down trees or a hand with gardening. If like they don't know how to garden and you do, like help your friend out. Like a lot of people won't get it. I think a lot of people will probably watch my video and be like, oh, those silly hippies, like they're just stoners and whatever, but they're really missing the point. They're missing everything that this place represents and it's about, and that's okay. I understand that a lot of people are closed off to things and they're closed-minded and they don't know how to open up their soul and they don't know how to share their energy. And well, they share their energy, they just don't realize they share their energy, whether it's positive or negative. And usually in the real world it's kind of like a nasty ass energy, and people don't realize that when you're in a nasty mood, like you're just spreading that nasty energy to other people, and like they're absorbing it and then they're spreading it to more people. Like energy is contagious. And I'm not gonna get off on a tangent because I could literally talk forever, and probably most of what I'm saying isn't gonna make sense to so many people. Like I feel like a part of me, like I feel like I'm wasting my breath, but if just one person like looks really deep down inside and figures out who they are and what makes them happy, and they do that thing in life, I'll be happy with that. Like I really needed this. I really needed this. Like Gina did my cards this morning and just everything was right on point, and just this was everything I needed. I really needed this. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get emotional. It's so ridiculous, but I feel like it opened my eyes to a lot being here. I've missed this place. Like the next house we buy is definitely, we're gonna have to have a lot of property and like tree houses, and like so our friends can come and stay. And I'm a super dirty hippie right now, and I feel so beautiful and so amazing, and I feel like I'm just gonna have the sweetest dreams ever tonight. I'm gonna sleep so well. It's been such a beautiful, long, exhausting day of amazingness and adventures and friends and love and peace and positive energy and good food, and I'm just gonna miss it. Like, I wish Chris were here. I wish my husband were here. He deserves to feel the way that I feel. Like, he works so hard, and like he's such an amazing person, and I wish he didn't have to like do work back home and he could be here, because he deserves to feel like this. Like, he deserves it. We all deserve it. We're all worthy of it. Like, we're all amazing creatures. We just need to tap into it, you know? Like, we're all deserving of love. But in order to get love, you have to give love. And you don't have to give it to make yourself feel better. You have to give it to make the person that you're loving, like, feel wanted and feel better. Like, don't love somebody first out of selfishness, you know? Like, gosh, this was just such a great trip. Like, it was like almost like a spiritual journey, to be honest. Alright, well, I'm going to bed. It's like 9 something probably. Let me check the time. I'm like crying like a little baby. It's 9:21, so it's past my bedtime. It's past my bedtime, so I'll see you guys in the morning whenever I get up. I know this light's really harsh and this looks bad and I look old. It looks like I've got like lines here. I guess I could, oh, that looks even worse, so never mind. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.